Hey guys, so I wanted to chat a little today about a buyer's agent, what they actually do, and more importantly, what a good one can do to protect you as a buyer. For those of you that don't know me yet, my name is Joe Skipper, and I'm the owner of Skipper Realty Group, brokered by eXp Realty out of Oregon. And today we're going to go into it a bit about the buyer side of things and what a buyer's agent can do for you to protect you during the home sale. And if you haven't already, if you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button, I would truly appreciate it. Also, if you want to stay up to date with the latest on the Oregon housing market so that you can make the best financial decisions for you and your family, then consider subscribing to my page. I put out content regularly so that you can be more successful, not only as a buyer and a seller on a personal level, but as an investor as well. So this may not be in your world, so I get that you may not have heard about this, but there's a lot of talk in the market about buyer's agents and more specifically their compensation. There's been a lawsuit that was filed that said that brokerages were colluding to gouge people on the commissions for agents in that lawsuit. The brokerages that were sued were in fact found to be guilty of that. Now, this is nowhere near the end of this case, as it will be appealed, and it could be years before any final decision is made on the case. But I tell you about it because in our industry, there are a lot of rumors and gossip about what the buyer's agents are going to get paid and how they are going to get it. Traditionally, the buyer's agent is compensated from the sale of the home, and the compensation for the buyer's agent is decided ultimately by the seller and the seller's agent. This lawsuit could change it, or it may not. We just won't know for a while. But what it has brought up in general is what value a buyer's agent provides to their client. Do they provide value? What do they do? Have you had a good one before and you know the answer to that? Or have you had one that sucked and you don't know how they still have jobs? I sometimes ask that question as well, far too often in this industry, so I get it. But there are a lot of amazing agents out there, and buyer's agents, if you have the right one, will not only make the experience of a home purchase an easy and fun one, but they protect you from some serious liabilities and issues that could cost you a ton of money, time, and stress. So let's dive into some of the things that they do for you. The first thing they do behind the scenes when you like a certain home is they vet the property. So you love a home and you want to buy it, and sometimes the love of the home and its initial appearance can blind you to things that may be an issue with it. A good buyer's agent dives deep into the property to see if there's anything historically wrong with it that may stand out that you may want to know about. Now that includes the inspection on the home, the title report, and any HOA issues that may arise with this area or neighborhood. And with experience, your buyer's agent has seen the goods and the bads of all these things. For example, in the inspection, some things can look really bad, but they may just be a minor fix. Or something that looks minor to you, the agent could know it costs $20,000 to remedy. Now, having an agent with you during this gives you an expert to advise you on the nitty-gritty of this home and how it compares to the others out there. Now, going along this line, the title report is something that is confusing no matter how many times you look at it, and is one of the more critical aspects of the sales process. Now, if you don't know what you're looking at, the title on the home could have issues with it, or easements on it you didn't know about, or encumbrances on it. Now, if you ignore it, you could be stuck with a problem that costs you time, stress, and a ton of money. Now, your agent has seen these things a lot and will know what looks normal and what needs further evaluation. But before you even make the offer on the home you love, your agent should be doing a thorough analysis on the home, the market in general, the neighborhood it's in, and the city to give you the best advice on how much to actually pay for it. You may love the home and think the price is great, but the agent may discover that a highway is going to be built right beside it, which will blow your value big time. Now that's an extreme example, but it happens. So an agent will look out for this stuff and help you to guide you to make the best offer that benefits you and your goals. And it's not just the price you can work with. There are so many creative ways to make an offer on a home, and an agent will know great ideas and tips you can use to maximize the value in the home that you want. But I don't want to give away any secrets. There are other agents watching, so give me a call and we can chat about those. Now, I feel like that we're going backwards in this timeline, but even before you look and love a home, a buyer's agent is going to help you look at the best financing strategies you can use to get you into the home you may not have even dreamed of getting into. Now, to give credit to the lenders out there, they are the masters at this, but a good buyer's agent is going to help you find the best lender for you and your specific goals. Now, we tend to look at Zillow and Redfin, and you look at these homes and scroll down on the site, and it gives you a generic calculator that tells you what you will pay for the home. And it could be shocking to see that number, but it's not the whole story. Now, a lender is going to walk you through your goals and give you a ton of strategies on how you can get into the home you love for the mortgage that you want. Buyer's agents have a good list of lenders and know the best ones for you and can help you to get the ones you want fast rather than you having to shop around for weeks and weeks. It's never fun to play the dating game with lenders. The buyer's agent has already done it for you. Okay, back to when you're under contract with a home you love. Now, sorry, I'm jumping all over the place, but your buyer's agent is going to be your risk manager during this whole process. They know what's not a big deal and what is a big deal, but they know when you can leave a deal with no repercussions, and they know the contract's ins and outs. Now, there are a ton of timelines that need to be met during the sale of a home, and if you miss these timelines, you can lose your earnest money that you put down on the house. Or letting an inspection timeline lapse can cause you to accept the home as is, which if there are issues, you're stuck with them as well. Now, the agent will know all the deadlines to keep you in compliance and keep your money with you and not with the seller. Overall, the buyer's agent is your representative on a sale and will be looking after you and you only as the buyer. Now, a lot of people may start thinking that it's easier to work with just the seller's agent because it seems to be easier to just have one person involved. Especially with new construction, they're notorious for trying to get you to work with a builder's agent and only let them represent you and the builder. And ethically and legally, that is allowed in Oregon. And it benefits that agent because they can make more money on the sale. But from what I found, it is extremely difficult to represent both sides and have both sides feel like they got the best deal on the sale. Now, if you think about it, you as the buyer are trying to get the lowest price possible for the home. The seller is trying to get the highest price possible for the home. If that agent is representing both sides, will you know you got the lowest price? Or were you advised in the best way possible during that sale? Maybe. Make sure that you trust the agent if you go that route. Like, really trust them. But as we go into 2024 and the rumor mill going around about buyer's agents and their compensation, try to keep in mind that a good buyer's agent does a lot for a buyer's in a home sale. I have listed a few things here, but they do a ton more that goes on behind the scenes that go unnoticed. Sometimes the sale goes smoothly and a good buyer's agent puts out fires in the background so that you don't have to deal with them. And then the buyer thinks, well, why did I need them? Things went so great. But more likely than not, it's because the buyer's agent was making it all run smoothly in the background by doing a ton of work and not just because your deal was perfect. No deal is, trust me. When you are looking to buy, get a great buyer's agent and you will be set up to get the best deal on the home you love and feel good that you are being represented by the best. So if you want to buy this year, I know some people that would be great buyer's agents for you. Give me a call or DM me and we can get you set up with the best. Also, if you want a buyer's guide to get an idea of what it's like working with me on a sale, shoot me a DM and I'll send that right over to you. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my page so that you can stay up to date with the latest on the Oregon housing market. Thanks, guys.